Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bigger on the Inside, the New Who Doctor Who Watch Along podcast. Harry's back this week. Actually, I don't know if he's been gone in terms of listeners. We haven't recorded one in about a week in chronological time.
What was the last episode that was uploaded?
Long Game, I think.
Well, it was definitely in that, so
yeah.
I've not really been gone.
Can't forget the Long Game. And the reason we're doing this little special episode is because today at New York Comic Con, they gave us the first look at Daleks, ! And a teaser trailer for Daleks, ! as well. What did you make of all of it, Harry?
Well, I watched first of all the first scene, the kind of minute-long kind of scene, the kind of cold open.
Yeah.
And really there wasn't much to kind of take from it. There was there was some like humanoid robots, or there were people inside them, weren't there?
Yeah, I think they've put them in robot armor because it's probably easier to render.
Yeah, and like when the Dalek blasted them, you saw their skeleton. Yeah, and then the Daleks came out and they shooted them, and then it was like Daleks. And honestly, I don't think it was the best first impression they could have given.
No.
Given that this show obviously has a limited animation budget.
Yeah.
I feel like opening with a action scene probably wasn't the best way to kind of hook people and convince people it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I'd seen people kind of in the comments saying, I can look past limited or animation as long as the story is good. So I feel like it would have made more sense for them to give us maybe a dialogue scene or a scene giving exposition of what exactly the show's going to be about, rather than some Daleks shooting people.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
The animation's like far from unwatchable. It's not like ugly or unappealing or anything. It's fine, but it's not, because it's a web series.
Yeah.
It's limited and it's not spectacular. So I find it a little confusing that they decided that the sneak peek they would give would be something so kind of reliant on that animation.
Yeah, because they also released the trailer as well, which was slightly better, I felt.
I thought the trailer was much better because it kind of actually established, the conflict that was going on.
Yeah, because there was parts where, like, in the trailer where I was like, okay, fair dues, we get the dark. So the trailer changes and it shows so much more. And I was like, what the frick? What's going on here? There's loads.
Yeah, you got like the dome, the dome head Emperor Dalek. You got this race who would kind of, I can't remember what it's called. They're like, we can't let the Daleks get the MacGuffin from us.
Is it the Mechanoids?
Are they what they're called?
The Mechanoids were like the little hexagonal robot things.
Oh yeah, that was them.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the creatures are called, where it's basically like a Futurama head in a box. I'm not sure what they are. I had a look online. I believe they might be new for this series because not a lot of people seem to know what they were.
And it was the one shot with, I think it was the one shot of the Joe Sugg character, his little gold robot thing.
They gave a name. A lot of the names of the robots in this have very Star Wars sounding names where they're like a word and then a series of letters and numbers afterwards. Well, I think if they just called him Wheels or something like that, it would have been way more fun.
I mean, I kind of gather from kind of the way they're presenting it, like calling it Daleks with kind of like the bold font and the exclamation mark. They're kind of going for a sort of B-movie-esque feel, like a kind of slightly kind of, retro feeling sci-fi feel.
Yeah. I bet Nicholas Briggs is over the moon with this because I have a feeling he's probably been pushing for a Dalek solo project for a long time.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to as well to seeing how well like the variations of Dalek voices he portrays as well, because I know we're quite used to just the standard Dalek voice. Sometimes it goes a bit high pitched, but I listened to the Comic-Con panel today, and he did the Emperor Dalek. He did like a killer Dalek that's just nuts, a scientific one, and they've all got like these different personalities. And he was saying that it's quite good. Like you sort of, instead of it just being a Dalek, they have like different characteristics. Yeah.
No, that's probably going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
No, I think it is going to be good. It surprises me though that it is. I still don't understand why it's on YouTube.
I mean, I guess it's kind of, where else would it go? I feel like it wouldn't really work on like as like a children's like because I know that you reviewed one of those kind of old CBBC
Yeah,
David and anime shorts. I feel like this is a little too kind of lore heavy and it ties into the Time Lord Victoria, so it wouldn't really make sense for it to go on a TV station.
yeah,
Like, and I guess I mean it wouldn't make sense for it to go on Big Finish because it's not an audio series.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean I guess it's kind of the most logical platform for additional Doctor Who content.
What is it? Is it 10 5-minute episodes or 5 10-minute episodes?
I think it's 5 10-minute episodes or like
Yeah.
6 10-minute episodes.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun because we've never seen anything like this.
No, yeah. I'm kind of, part of me is very tempted to do a Daleks drinking game, which is literally take a drink every time they say the word Daleks.
Oh, really?
Literally in that trailer, like every other line of dialogue, like virtually every line of dialogue had the word like the Daleks, which makes sense because it's a show about the Daleks.
Yeah.
But they say by the end of it, like Dalek is just going to be like such a weird word, like say it too many times, Daleks, 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 Daleks. What is that?
No, I know what you mean. So it's the first episode is called what's the first episode called? I've lost it here.
Invasion on something or other.
The Archive of Islos.
Islos, that's the name of the planet.
That's it. And then episode 2 is called the Sentinel, Sentinel, of the Fifth Galaxy.
I mean, listening to those titles, it sounds like it's going to be a much kind of higher concept sci-fi than what we're usually used to on Doctor Who.
Yeah, I wonder how well it's going to do at captivating people with it just being the Daleks.
Yeah, that's true because the Daleks are definitely, by design, they're, much less kind of rounded out characters.
Yeah, like I always thought if I spoke to... Do you think we could get Nicholas Briggs on the podcast? I feel like we could.
Oh, because Briggs is a pretty big deal. Like
I've seen him do stuff like this. We could pretend we're...
You think so? But like he runs Big Finish. Like he's like the voice of Daleks and Cybermen.
I reckon we could. I reckon. Everyone tweet Nicholas Briggs. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, like the idea of the Daleks are just evil. There never seems to be a reason why they are doing what they're doing, apart from just to be evil and rule the world. But then you have like the Master, who's
I guess
like,
the Daleks...
there seems to be a story there, but with the Daleks, there never does.
I mean, I guess if you went back to their original kind of, their original kind of origin stories, back in the classic series, which I really need to get around to, because apparently some of those, original Terry Nation Dalek stories are some of the best ones.
Like this one.
Oh, you have it right there. Have you not watched it?
I haven't watched it. No, I'll save it for the podcast. Hey, we should watch this when Dalek actually comes out.
Oh, because this is audio. To clarify,
yes.
Tim holding up a box for the DVD of the William Hartnell story, The Daleks.
Would you like me to read the blurb on the back?
Yeah.
The TARDIS lands in an alien jungle beyond which lies a mysterious, distressed city. The Doctor insists on exploring, but before long, the TARDIS crew all begin experiencing an early effect of radiation sickness, and they discover that the metal city isn't as there's Daleks on it, really. I was like, I couldn't read on, but it's basically saying there's some Daleks in this story. I've got a few Dalek stories here. I've got the Daleks,
Genesis,
Destiny of the Daleks as well.
Isn't like Genesis meant to be like one of the best Doctor Who stories?
Yeah, Genesis of the Daleks. I need to get that one. I've got Destiny of the Daleks, and there's also Genetics of the Daleks as well, which is a
I know it's is it the McCoy story Remembrance of the Daleks is meant to be one of the best ones as well?
Yeah, is that the one where Ace hits a Dalek over the head with a cricket bat or a baseball bat?
Yeah, I think that's the one where like McCoy's just like, screw it, I'm gonna like just give these Daleks hell. And I think it's like two warring factions of Daleks as well. Yeah.
And there's also there's the Peter Davison one as well, isn't it, where he pushes a Dalek out of a window.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Does that one like have like a massive Dalek head count or something?
What was that? Sorry.
Doesn't that one have like a massive Dalek head count? Like loads of Daleks get destroyed in it.
Yeah, there is one, isn't there, where it's got like the highest death count ever on Doctor Who. I was going to try and open Chrome, but Chrome's not open at the moment, so we'll just have to guess what it's called. I think it's called Day of the Daleks.
I mean, how many like things of the Daleks are there left?
Well, that's what I thought when they've done this new big finish, Genetics of the Daleks. It's very similar to Genesis of the Daleks.
Is Genetics of Daleks who's in that story?
Tom Baker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a new one?
It comes out December of this year.
Ah, right. I didn't realize Tom Baker was doing some standalone stories as well.
Yeah, I've got something to tell you about that as well, but this video will go out before the news does. So to find out what the news is, head over to our Twitter account because it'll be announced on Monday.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, should we also do the cheeky name drop of your kind of newest bit of employment within the Doctor Who sphere?
Do you mean the guest I told you about or my new writing job?
Your new writing job?
Oh, yeah, I write for What Culture now. Hooray!
Yeah, Tim's gone and written a What Culture article. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if I remember, I'll link it below. It's top 10. It's 10 Doctor Who superfans who landed starring roles.
Yeah, I read the whole thing.
Yeah, there is one mistake in it where I think I said Alan Davis was in Doctor Who and he's never been in it, but it's too late to change it now.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You talked about how Alan Davis was considered to play the Ninth Doctor.
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, that was it.
That was when you were talking about Frank Skinner, because Frank Skinner has what was it? Did you do a QI with Alan Davis?
It was Bill Bailey, wasn't it? It was when I was talking about.
Oh, was it Bill Bailey? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll link it below. I hope to do some more Doctor Who stuff on there as well. It's quite tricky, you know, trying to like write you've got to write a minimum of 106 characters per entry. And it's like, how many more times can I like say?
Do you choose the entries yourself, or did
they? Yeah, you choose the entries yourself. So basically, you can either pitch an article, or there's ones already pitched, and you just pick them up and write them.
Right, I see.
Yeah, so it was just there, like one of the first ones I did. I was like, oh yeah, definitely gonna steal that one. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe one of these days you'll make your way onto Who culture.
Yay! I can't wait. I've got a friend who writes for What Culture as well, and he's had a video turn into a Who Culture video as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was a 9.
Would that happen to you?
Sorry?
But could that happen to your article?
It would be a shame if it didn't. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I really have no idea.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that I applied for, then I kind of forgot about, and then I got an email about 2 months later. I was like, oh. So yeah, go and read that, and go and subscribe, like, comment. Anything else?
Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
No, that's it.
This is a pretty spontaneous video.
The next thing we're going to be doing is, we're going to be recording Dalek next. We're going to redo Dalek. That's the next thing we're recording. I'm not sure what the next thing to come out will be. I'm trying to remember.
If Wrong Game isn't the last video that came out, because Empty Child and Dr. Dances has come out. So I think the next video within the podcast kind of timeline is going to be Boomtown, right?
Yeah, it will be, yeah. For some reason, I don't have any videos scheduled for between Boomtown and Bad Wolf, so I'll find something to put in there.
Ah, right. Cool.
Yeah. If not, we'll just have a week off. Yay.
Yeah.
Cool. So thanks for listening, guys. We've kind of just we didn't really know what we were going to say because, to be honest, we don't really know that much about Time Lord Victorious. If anyone's on Twitter, they will have noticed that. You might have seen it. The BBC did a thing telling people to go and watch the Time Lord Victorious panel, and I replied with, "Can someone please explain to me what Time Lord Victorious is?" And then the official Doctor Who Twitter account replied to us.
Really?
With like a link to where we could understand everything about Time Lord Victorious.
Haven't they released a Blu-ray of like a bunch of stories that tie into Time Lord Victorious?
Yeah, I know the Waters of Mars is in there. There's a couple of Pertwees. I think there's a Baker one as well, probably.
I think Genesis is definitely one of the stories.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting as well. I don't know if I'd
get the only thing I want to know is Time Lord Victorious like canon, or is it like just like an alternate timeline thing? Because from what I can tell, like David Tennant's Doctor is some kind of weird evil version of himself who is the Time Lord Victorious.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. We should try and get someone from Time Lord Victorious on here.
Yeah. Do you think David Tennant knows what Time Lord Victorious is?
Probably not. If David Tennant doesn't know, then Tom Baker definitely doesn't.
I mean, isn't David Tennant doing a Time Lord Victorious Big Finish story though?
I think he is. Yeah, he's doing a couple. I think.
Yeah. But obviously, like I heard, wasn't there like one audio story which was like two doctors and it was like on two sides and like neither of the doctors completely understood the story because you needed to listen to both stories to understand what was going on.
Oh, really? Is that a victorious one?
I don't think it was a victorious one. I think it was something separate. I heard or read about it somewhere, or you told me about it. It was a Big Finish with Paul McGann was one of the doctors, and the other one I think was like McCoy or Colin Baker or something, and neither of them completely understood the story because they only had the script for their half.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, and both of them made small cameos in each other's like stories, and they were like both interlinked, and they didn't make sense in isolation.
No, I haven't seen that. I've recently just started listening to Out of Time, which is a Tom Baker, David Tennant crossover Big Finish.
Oh, has that come out?
Yeah, it's quite good. I've downloaded it, so I'll try and send you a link or something where you can listen
Oh, that's
to it.
cool.
Well.
That's cool. I mean, that's like a massive deal. Like,
yeah, I remember when I saw it on my Twitter, I was like, "Holy shit, that's like the two most popular incarnations of the Doctor together."
Well, not according to the most recent poll.
Not according to Radio Times.
Where did Tom Baker rank in that?
I don't know. So let's see if I can find out. Take a guess.
I think, was he like fifth or something?
Oh, I can't leave the Zoom call. This is a shame. What's going on here? I can't, for some reason, I can't use Chrome. Chrome's just...
Was it Radio Times?
Yeah. So you can get there first. We're having a race. Radio Times, Doctor Who, poll. Doctor Who votes for the best Doctor. Here we go. Oh, this is just a link to the poll.
Yeah, I got the same one.
Oh, we're so close.
Oh, Doctor Who Regenerations ranked.
Doctor Who fans vote David Tennant best Doctor, narrowly beating Jodie Whittaker. Here we go. It's a link. Okay, so cool. David Tennant, Jodie Whittaker, Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith, Tom Baker comes in number 5, William Hartnell, Paul McGann, Christopher Eccleston,
right.
Pertwee, Patrick Johnson, Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Peter Davison.
Eccleston got done dirty.
He did, didn't he? That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, it'd be quite interesting to talk about this one day, but I feel like the moment's gone to talk about it properly. But it's obvious that Tennant's going to be the most popular because more people watched him as the Doctor than they have any other Doctor. So
yeah, and Tennant, like just Tennant as like kind of an actor, I think within kind of British kind of consciousness is still very prevalent because he's kind of done so much kind of big stuff even since Doctor Who. Like he did Broadchurch, he did Good Omens. He's currently doing what's it called? Is it Des?
Yeah, just finished. Yeah, have you seen that?
I haven't. I've heard he's really good in it.
I've got one episode left to watch, and it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Tennant especially is really good at just kind of being like very quiet and unsettling.
Yeah, he is. He's really good in it.
Yeah.
So cool. Right, we'll wrap this up. I've been, Tim Saxby. I don't know why I said that. I'll say goodbye. Bye-bye. And now, Harry, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I'll say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, wow, that was so loud it broke.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to do a less broken one?
You can try.
Okay, I'm just going to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go.
Really.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official
Bigger on the Inside podcast.